Well, hello, my lovely. So, I have something special for you today. I created an emotional roadmap regulation. And I did this because I wanted you to have like an overview of the emotions, of the common triggers, of their physical sensations, and more. So, basically, I created this because I know how important emotional regulation is. And I think this is a skill that we are learning through our whole life. And we may be better at regulating one emotion, but not so good at regulating another. So let me first introduce myself. If you don't know me yet, my name is Eva. I'm a mindset and an anxiety coach. And I always take a practical approach, which means a lot of exercises for you. I also hold a master in systematic therapy approach. So basically, I don't work only with an anxiety and mindset, but literally with everything in between. And one of these skills is getting emotional regulation. So, what can happen to us is that we might be good in regulating one emotion, but not so good in regulating another. So, as I said it 1000 times before, this is your personal growth journey and it's so individual. So, you have to think about yourself, which emotions do you hit like inside of you, and which emotions are harder for you to regulate. So you will see a roadmap of all these emotions, right? Some we think of as positive, some we think of as negative, but at the end of the day, I don't like to call them either positive or negative because every emotion has its function, and its function is always something good for you, even if it's perceived as a negative emotion. Like, for example, anger. Anger is letting us know where are our boundaries, what is going on inside of us when somebody crosses them. And like with a lot of self-awareness, we can really use it into our advantage. So one thing I want you to know here is that basically here you have all these categories like common triggers, um, regulation technique, practical exercises, right? But this is only to understand what you can do in this situation. What I want you to do is to really try things out, and you can also change the things, change your triggers, change your techniques. Basically, I want you to make it your own, right? And some of the emotions will be really hard for you to regulate and some easier. So basically you won't need the whole roadmap, but you might need some part of it, right? And here you also have an access to emotional regulation tracker where you can write in your personal triggers, the date, and what helped you and how difficult it was for you to recognize this emotion, to regulate it. And I really want you to work through it because with self-awareness, you can develop so much of your regulational skills. And regulational skills bring you to happiness, to a life full of confidence, full of joy, right? But this doesn't mean that you will never be angry. And that's okay because all the emotions are okay, right? We are humans, we have them, and that's totally natural. The way we regulate them actually defines how our life will be. So this is also one of the subjects I will be addressing in my More Than Overwhelmed community that I invite you to. And we will also learn how to regulate our emotions through regulation of our nervous system. I hope you will learn something. I hope you will make it your own. And as always, I would love to hear your feedback.